to send a message really to your guys to go out and play with better intensity and see if his 76ers can respond.
You can read an occasional promo as well. It's okay. Here's Maxey. Shot clock at 3. Maxey fires. Off-balance triple. A couple of parts of the rim, but doesn't drop. And the Sixers have gone stone cold. Oladipo stops on a dime. Couldn't put it down. Rebound long to Harden. Sixers at this end have missed 6 of their last 8 shots. Harden trying to get them back on track.
Right there, I like that. See, the zone that Miami's gone to has presented some problems, forcing some contested three-pointers. Right there, Harden takes his time. High, efficient shot there in the paint.
Harden first points for the Sixers in 3 minutes. Hero won't go as we hit the 4-minute mark before halftime. Maxey showing that blow by, puts it down, and he's headed to the free throw line.
And right now, Maxey, he should put his head down and attack every time. No one on Miami has shown that they can stay in front of him in the half court or in transition. That aggressive play is much needed here by Philadelphia.
It's crazy to think this kid is still only 21 years of age. Really started to show signs of development latter stages of last season, especially during the playoffs. Had a couple of big games in their playoff run. So a 10-point game as we'll get a stoppage here, especially in the open floor. As good as any one of the fast break game.
And especially with this small lineup, defensively, they got to be disruptive, get deflections, get steals, and do what they did on that last play, get out in transition.
Oladipo well short on the 3 and a rebound by Niang. So the Sixers showing some life. Harden probes the defense. Trying to find some airspace against Harden. Niang steps into a 3 and finally gets one to drop. And here come the Sixers now within 5.
And it looked like Niang was chirping over here at Dwayne Wade. I like it. Finally makes a 3, starts barking a little bit.
9 straight points. You saw the run by Philly. Here comes Vincent. A little bit of contact, and they force a turnover.
And like I said, this small ball lineup here is working well. Did the same in game 1. Didn't see a lot of it. But right now, at the right time, Doc pressing the right buttons. And you see now the offensive confusion from the Miami Heat as Bam Adebayo checks back into the game.
See the shooting percentages, 2 versus 3 for the Sixers so far in the series. As we'll get a whistle here, contact and a foul against the Heat way out on the perimeter. As P.J. Tucker asking for an explanation from Zach Zarba. That'll be his second, and number 3 against Miami.
Going small now, it forces Miami to come out of that zone, play man-to-man. Multiple ball handlers and, of course, shooters on the floor gives Philadelphia a better chance of attacking that zone.
Shot clock at 4. Maxey, this is a long 2. And the rebound cleared by Hero. It's a Sixers team that in 15 games without Joel Embiid this season went 6-9. Hero on another triple.
It's like whenever Miami is struggling, Hero finds a way to bail out his team. Big time 3 as the 76ers were streaking.
First basket for the Heat in nearly 4 minutes. They had missed 5 straight. 8-point game. Harden drawing contact again. Sensing a little bit more aggressiveness now from Harden here over the last couple of minutes.
Definitely staying aggressive. We know Tyler Hero always aggressive. Little confusion on that screen and roll. Step back 3. Just the ease and comfort and confidence that he plays with. Fun to watch.
Maxey gets him back into their set. It's a screen from Niang. Now Adebayo on a switch. Maxey forced into a tough shot. Well played by Adebayo. Hero looking to push to the rack. And this will be a reach-in against Thibault.
You said it best. Well played defensively. Adebayo sliding his feet against the speedster Maxey, forcing that tough shot. And of course, Hero there to help. And Hero himself getting out on the open floor right there, drawing that foul.
Officials actually get the whistle against Niang. And Grant, that's the uniqueness of this Heat defense. They can switch at every position. It seems like every guy can play and defend every spot on the floor. And of course, Bam Adebayo has been their linchpin.
And that's what makes it so difficult. When you do switch everything, there's really only two things you can do with your offensive execution. Either you can post a mismatch, or you have to go one-on-one. So it really disrupts the flow and rhythm and timing of your offense when you have a team that switches and switches well. And that's what Miami has done here to get back the rhythm and the flow of the game here these last few minutes.
Of course, you saw what this Heat defense did against Atlanta in the first round, specifically against Trae Young.
You would bring that up.
Sorry, Grant.
You would bring that up.
And they're making life very difficult so far in this series for the Sixers. Martin defending Harden. Here he comes to the rack. Going glass.
I'm seeing more of that. Harden, second quarter, turning the corner and finishing at the rim.
Adebayo, that explosiveness to the basket. And he just keeps on coming for the Heat.
Harden just kind of takes his time, gets to the rim. Difficult finish right there, but knowing Adebayo's in the strong corner, so he can't help on that drive. Harden right now, in his rhythm, 9 of his 13 points here in the second quarter. Finding his groove, Mr. Harden.
There's one thing that Eric Spoelstra mentioned in our conversation is that Harden is one of the few guys in the league, no matter what you do defensively, Grant, you just can never seem to speed him up. Always plays at his pace, even now as his offensive game has evolved a little bit.
But that's also a difficult situation for the Philadelphia 76ers. Because on one hand, they want to play fast. They want to play with speed. But then Harden wants to slow things down and play at his own pace. But when he's in control and he's attacking and getting into the paint, to me, that is when he's most dangerous as an offensive player.
Adebayo's free throws. 9-point game as we cross the 1-minute mark left in this opening half.
Back to the zone right now, defensively for the Miami Heat.
Good ball movement, finds its way. Harris. Not that time, and then Hero able to save underneath. Miami Heat, #1 seed in the East. Flexing their muscle here in game 2. Thibault nearly the steal. This is Oladipo. Knifes in, no. Rebound Butler. Oladipo, that's a long 2 for Miami.
Once again, Jimmy Butler, a little play, getting the offensive rebound and finding the open shooter, Victor Oladipo.
Sixers will hold for the final shot. 10 seconds. Harden, 13 points, 5 assists if you've just joined us. 3 seconds. Harden crowded, off balance, and he is fouled. Boy, that one stings for the Heat. Just tremendous defense, but that is the greatness of Harden. We'll have to take a look at the replay here to see what kind of contact there was. It's against Oladipo. They step into him, into that body space and airspace underneath.
Yeah, Oladipo, perfect defense. Stayed right with him. Wasn't fooled by anything. And as you said, bailed him out in the landing space. And James Harden shooting 3 right here with 0.1 on the clock.
Harden, the former league MVP, 3-time NBA scoring champ, as recently as 2 seasons ago in that 2020 campaign. So his numbers so far here in game 2.
I remember I was on him my last year with the LA Clippers, trying to guard him his first year in Houston, and oh my. I knew it was time to retire at 40. He had me out there clapping like I was in church.
Well, he has done that to many defenders over the years. Can he put the Sixers team on his back tonight, shorthanded? Some big free throws to close this first half. So Harden scores 12 of his 16